There were 8 murders recently in South Ming Street. 8. In 1 week itself. Susan Lee, an 18-year-old teenager, lived all alone in her 2-story house on South Ming Street. She worked as a barista at Ca-Cawfee. It was a coffee place that served coffee while allowing customers to play and help themselves to the owner's birds. Susan did not like birds at all. In fact, she was allergic to them. When she was a child, a seagull stole her ice cream and its rivalry since then. You must be wondering why she was working there if she hated birds. Well, she had to pay rent, pay for food, bills, adult stuff. She also wanted to buy a laptop and an iPad for herself. It was because she wanted to research for her projects at college. Her professor gave her 5 assignments to complete in 1 week itself. All she had was her small, ancient phone, as she called it. It was her mom's. Coming back to the murders, she had seen news all over the town about the brutal killings going around her place. Her neighbor was a kind Indian lady, Mrs.Mathur. She prepared all kinds of dishes for her. It was only when she came back late from home after her shift and was too tired to cook. Anyways, she came to Susan's house to ask her if she wanted to stay at her place because of the murders. "Mrs. Mathur, I'm fine right here." The next day she woke up and turned on the news and sat down on the couch with a thump. It was a Sunday, so she didn't have to go to work. She spent the whole day sitting in front of the TV. At night she finally decided to take a nap. She woke up at 11 and turned on the news again. They were showing the face features of the murderer. Susan wasn't really paying attention because she was preparing pasta for herself. But she heard one thing. He was 6'1", extremely tall. Anyways, she sat on her bed, sloppily eating the pasta she created for herself. She then noticed a tall figure from the corner of her eye. She thought it was just the tree. But after some time, she noticed that it was getting closer and closer to her window, until its face was up against the window. It was a man. She was really terrified. She ran into her bathroom and got her phone with her. Fortunately, her phone was charged. Then, with her shaky fingers, she dialed 911. 911, what's your emergency? I'd like to report a man next to my window. And he... She was cut off by a deafening thump she heard. What were you saying? Said the operator. He's in my house. Please send help. Fast. That was the last thing I heard from her voice before the line went off.